Have you subscribed to our Marketplace Media YouTube? Please consider doing so. Do you know that in every church there are various types of members that are actually you need to interact? This talk is very valuable if you are a church leader, if you are a pastor, if you are a bishop, or you're just a church enthusiast. Please, let me list in my service as within the church, because I've been in the church all the way in 1993. That's when I've been attending church. And I think for those many years, since 1990, I think 1993, I've only missed church for like 7 times. 7 times. And the reasons that have made me to miss church are actually very valid if I would share with you. And so in that interaction, I've been able to interact and find that there are 7 types of members that come to every church. You may agree with me or not agree with me. But anyway, please feel free to interact with our YouTube channel, that is Marketplace Media. My name is John Kimani. Remember what we say here, inawezekana. Now here is the list. Number 1, fashionista. Fashionista is that kind of a guy who always dress in an exaggerated manner. They always come late, and they will dress in a way that will show that they are there. They want to show off. They come late, and they will sometimes ask for a chance to sing or to do a presentation because they want people to notice the way they are dressed. And woe unto you if you don't recognize them, if you don't appreciate their attire, if you don't tell them today you are smart. Now, as a leader, please recognize that they suffer from what we call insecurity. They are attention seekers. So from time to time, give them responsibility so that it will teach them to mature up and to always alive early. But they're just enthusiasts in life. You know, they can do a great job. The second type of a guy is a dancer. This one is a fun. Every time when you organize what they call Kigosho Sunday, this is a guy who will actually show up, and he sings with a lot of energy, with a lot of gusto. These people are they are carried into emotions. They are jolly people. They will spice up songs, and they hate slow paced music. So during that time of the word, the time for sermons, the time for giving, the time for seminars, these people are simply dull. They just do not come. These are the people who hope from church to church every time when they hear that there is what we call a Kigosho Sunday. Now, as a leader, encourage this type also to have an appetite for prayer and Bible reading. That type of a member in every church that I've interacted with is called funny. These pray the holy than thou attitude. They will put up a faith that they are godly, they are spiritual, they are righteous, they are holy, but deep within themselves is a fox. They are wolves. They are tricky. They are wicked. Retro interactions with them will reveal that they are dirty, they are wicked, they are gossip. These are silent killers. They have a charming mouth. They have a charming talk and smooth talk that can draw you and take you to hell. They are killers. These pretenders are very bad. The bad thing about them is that once they come in church, they'll come in church and they will ask for they will pledge huge amounts of money to make an impression, but they will never honor their pledges. They will never honor. So they will exaggerate things. They will say, let's do this, let's do this. They are full of ideas, but they will never commit themselves to do that which they have said they will do. Remember, their name is funny. Okay? Number 4 is the mom with a crying baby. We sympathize with this one. This mother comes with a baby. She is a church enthusiast. She loves coming to church. She wants to listen to the word. The only problem is that she has a baby who keeps on crying and yelling and throwing tantrums, especially during the sermon time. And they are shamed and angry. They lack the management skills of coming the baby, and the baby keep on yelling, and the people are angry, and the people are confused because the baby is just making a lot of noise. As a church leader, as a pastor, as the moderator, please ensure that you don't give public rebuke of this. Don't reprimand these mothers in the public. But there are two things you can do. Number one, make sure that you've created space and space for them to be able to follow a worship service, and maybe you can think of live streaming. That will be good. And then put them, all the nursing mothers, in a place and install a screen so that they can follow from that end, away from the church members. The other thing is that you need to call them and just encourage them and tell them that their babies will outgrow. Some other mothers are mothers with the toddlers that come and scream and do all sorts of funny things. The solution to this is that a priest within the church school classes, please talk with the teachers so that they can pick these 0 to 3 years, because they can be a nuisance, and let them be engaged in a class. Okay. Number 5. A type of a member in every church is called phone presser. This one is with the phone forever. Constantly he will be looking at the phone, chatting, sometimes even watching, showing, sharing whatever he is doing on the phone. He will not listen to the sermon. He will not read the Bible. During singing time, this guy will be on phone. Sometimes they'll move out and pick a call, and their calls are very long. When you look at them, they are looking at their phones. They are chatting on WhatsApp. They are doing all sorts of funny things with their phone, and they are just absent-minded. They are shallow. They don't have time for the word. By the way, what kind of church member do you think you are? What kind of a church member do you think you are? Number 6 is called troublemaker. Troublemaker is a real troublemaker. And if you sit with this kind of a member, if you share a seat with a troublemaker, then I promise you that your service, your moment in the service will be full of troubles. These are people who are angry over everything, and they have an eye for mistakes. They will criticize the way the preacher is doing his sermon. They will criticize the way the announcement has been done. And because they have institutional memory, they will be able to criticize you. If you give them time and day, they will be able to spill to you things that are wrong with that church, and why they are offended, and why they are angry, and why they are planning not to come to the church. These troublemakers, they have opened their homes to be dens and spaces for gossip and sabotage and rebellion. In their homes, this is where they plan overthrow and mass exodus of members. They will character assassinate, they will criticize sermons, and every leader is subject to the wrath of these troublemakers. These are the Diotrephes of the day who don't welcome members. They chase members away. They are simply dangerous people. Very dangerous, if you ask me. They are very poor in giving. They don't support. Actually, they will not give their time. They will give their time and day, but for the sake of sabotaging. Once you give them a chance to lead, they will not lead. They are not volunteers. Theirs is to make things bad, and they look bad. Now, the final type of a member is called spiritual. The spiritual, these are wonderful people. These are assets. These, as you preach, they will say amen. You see them armed with Bibles and notebook. They will be jotting down names. When you ask them to come forward, they will come forward. They are simply obedient. When you are praying, these are the people that will say amen. Yes, Lord, Lord, I need your help. When you are preaching, these are the people that will echo back, amen. Say that again. This is love free. They will laugh at your joke. They are simply spiritual. They run away from a carnality. And the beautiful thing about them is that during the week, they will try to share that which it was taught into by the pastor. They will even videotape you. They will grab their phones and they will take a photo of you and just put a quote. These are people, they are simply wonderful people. What kind of a member are you? Are you a troublemaker? Are you a fashionista? Are you a mother with a crying baby? Or are you a dancer? What kind of a member are you? Hope that this talk has been a blessing to you. If it has, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. My name is John Kimani. Joseph Karanja, thank you so much. You're telling us you're tuned from Taiwan, China. China kunaendeleaje? Thank you for watching. Until next time, my name is John Kimani. This is Marketplace Media, an online platform that engages, equips, and encourages believers to say inawezekana. Have a blessed day.